Welcome back to Can I Vibe with y'all? Where the vibes are immaculate every time we hop up in there.
Every time.
Oh, listen, this is going to be a good one today.
Yes.
We got a collab.
Yes, we
Part
do.
Part two with the Two Girls, One Blunt podcast.
You already know.
But if it's your first time watching, it's your boy Kaz. You can follow the IG CAZ_0.
And it's your boy Chris. You can follow me on IG. I'm at this 023.
Yes, sir. And we're going to go ahead and pass it on over to them. They need no introduction because like I said, these girls right here.
I was surprised.
That's how you know it was lit.
And then we
lit.
went out afterwards.
We did.
Oh, y'all went out?
Someone did go out.
Oh, yeah, someone didn't. Someone didn't go out.
Y'all went out? Y'all went out without them?
Well, technically, he did go out. He got invited to go out with other people because he didn't want to hang out with.
Oh, you didn't want to hang out with us?
Damn.
No.
You abandoned us.
What I do?
You left
What
us.
I do?
Let's not play.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
Let's talk about it.
Let's start off with it. What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
See, what had happened was,
Oh, God.
you know, since we're here, I'll explain to the people real quick. Mm-hmm. See, I was going to hang out. We did a lovely podcast. I was like, let's hang out. We in Miami. We do our thing.
Right.
But I got a phone call.
Got options.
From an old
From an
boo
op.
thing.
Options.
You know what I'm saying? But it was a very important boo thing. So I like, she was down the street. I had to
You had to holler.
I had to pull up real quick. But then I came back out.
Like 3 hours later.
Did you close?
I can't say that on the podcast. But I came back out.
He came and then he came back out.
You feel me? Yeah. Thank you for being my
You did come back out.
I did.
We didn't know if you were going to, though. For a
for
while,
sure.
I was like, just
For
like
sure.
my dad, abandoning me.
Fatherless baby.
Damn.
Fatherless activities, baby.
Our last episode was titled Fatherless Baby.
It was.
Okay, so
Okay.
how do you want your man to view you? And I'll elaborate a little bit if you want me to.
Okay.
Like, what part of you do you want a man to love?
All of me?
Girl,
Duh.
if you don't pick apart.
Yeah.
I would say I'd want somebody who sees me. I don't know how to explain that anymore, I guess.
Nah,
but
you
like,
gotta explain that. You gotta explain in detail.
Somebody who
I told you
sees
it's
me.
deep.
So because I'm on social media. I put myself out there. I play a character, but there's a lot more to me, and I want somebody who kind of sees behind that and is like, I like all of your flaws because I also love all of your strengths. I want someone to appreciate and admire my resilience and to have a deep understanding and compassion for the growth that I've done from my past.
Okay.
And so that's very, very important for me. If I meet somebody and I'm like talking about my past and there's no like connection there and they're not really understanding, like that would never work. Because that's a huge part of me.
Okay.
Okay. I like that.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
I like that.
Healing.
Therapy. I need a
love
little
it.
chime.
We need
I
the
forgot to put a
princess
chime in.
sparkles.
I do remember you showing me your picture of how you looked before, and you do look completely different. Like, I could see the glow.
Yeah.
I didn't see no picture.
Oh, you've never seen my glow up?
Like, she had like a...
I've lost 40 pounds.
Yeah.
I think that depression and trauma, living in flight or fight. A lot of people are struggling to lose weight. This is like people go to the gym, you can eat right, and you can still not lose weight, and really because you're just living in a constant state of flight or fight. And I would say from about 10 years old until maybe 2 years ago, I had not left flight or fight ever. So I felt like I was aging and but I was working really hard to get through that. And now I'm at a point in my life where, I can afford nicer products. I can afford to take a day off and sleep and rest and not push myself and cross my own boundaries because I'm desperate for money. And so, when you said, how do you want someone to view you? I want someone who sees like that part of me. Okay. There's like a really deep part that like works very hard. And if you're like, oh, she posts stuff about sex.
So like to summarize it, like your ambition.
Yeah, my ambition.
Okay.
The real you.
The real me.
You put it out there now. So
Okay.
It's already out there. I'm an open book. But I'm an open book to people who are trying to get to know that. And there's a lot of people who just see things for face value and don't take the time. And so if someone's not taking the time, then you're already not even an option.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Well, I can definitely see the glow.
Praise Jesus.
Well, I can definitely see the glow.
Thank you.
okay.
Oh.
Thank you.
All right, Emily?
I think physical attraction matters. I don't want to be with somebody who's not like, you are the hottest piece of ass I've ever seen in my life. So I think that's definitely a part of it.
Piece of ass or something.
Did you call yourself
up top.
piece of ass?
Oh, I still got ass.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Don't.
Yo, she's
I got ass. But I also want someone to genuinely like know who I am. I want somebody who's going to be a friend to me and who understands what I've been through. And understands, how hard I've worked, who doesn't just see the social media and is like, okay, she's a dumb slut who does OnlyFans. They're like, maybe there's a reason she does OnlyFans. You know, maybe there's good things about it that she sees, and maybe she's not just doing gangbangs every Tuesday, you know?
You're not even doing those at all.
You're
not even doing those at all.
I'm doing them every Wednesday.
Where am I? Where's my invite?
Subscribe, fellas. Subscribe. Okay.
Today's Monday. We're good.
I think both matter. Physical attraction and knowing who the person is deep inside.
See, I feel like when I like ugly dudes.
Whoa,
Sorry.
wait.
Yes.
If you're a good person and you see me and you treat me right and all of those or whatever, you become the most attractive person to me.
So you'll date an ugly dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Medium ugly guys are where it's at.
Oh yeah,
I didn't say
absolutely.
medium ugly. You said ugly.
I've
date someone you're
dated
not
some
attracted to?
dudes I've looked back at and I'm like, interesting choice, Jamie. But I was so blinded by like who they were as a person, and I like.
So
Liked them
you were never
because of
physically
that.
attracted to them?
Yeah.
I became more physically attracted to them as I got to know them, and like that made me want them.
Personality
Knowing
is
I'm like
super
safe
important.
with you, yeah.
You know, we be talking about how these guys get these girls.
That's exactly how.
That is true.
That might be why.
Okay, so let's flip the script.
But I'm not gonna lie, it does come with age. Like, were you like that at 24?
Yeah, I've always been like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's because like when you grow up in a household where there's not a lot of like love there, I looked at like relationships as like my source of love and feeling valued. And so if somebody was giving me that, like I didn't care about anything that somebody else might care about. I was like, you're a good person and you're there for me. So I would choose that any day.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't value love. They take things for granted like that. And you think about like money and status and what can I get from this
can they do for
person?
me?
Yeah, that is such a selfish, lonely way to live. You completely stop yourself from having deep, intimate connections.
Amen.
You said we got to flip the script.
We got to flip the script. I want to know the same about you guys.
What I would want a woman to think about me?
Yeah, like how do you want a woman to view you? Like what part of you do you want her to love?
I feel like I got to piggyback y'all because ever since we tapped into this podcast, people see us in a way different space. And a lot of women now act like they know me just through the podcast.
Yes.
Interesting.
Where there's a whole another side of me outside of it. Like, I think people probably get like 30% of my life maybe on this podcast. There's a lot more to it.
Oh, people get
people-
like 5% of our lives.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's probably way lower than 30. But just like my day-to-day, there's so much more outside of this. So probably like seeing the real me, seeing how I interact with someone one-on-one. Because right now I'm speaking to an audience. I'm not,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if we pillow talking in the room,
You're not
that's a
thinking
whole-
about what somebody's going to think. You're just talking.
Yeah, I'm
You're-
just talking. But
You don't want to have to put on a front for the person you love.
no, absolutely not. And then we do something where we have a lot of different women on too. So it's kind of hard to view me in that space of like taking me serious when we do something like that.
I've never once looked at either of you and been like, they have a lot of women on their podcast. They can't be trusted or anything. That doesn't even cross my mind.
I wish
Appreciate
more people
that.
thought like that.
Yeah. People,
wait, are you calling-
girls get mad about that?
Are you calling us ugly?
No,
Like,
not at
these
all.
girls don't want you. Yeah.
No.
What you trying to say right now?
You not that guy.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's interesting to me when girls get super jealous when men are around women because I feel like the less you're around women, the less you know how to act.
Yeah, that's true.
The more you're around women, like the more desensitized you become to that. You're not like super excited. You're not like, oh,
itching.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So
I
like,
feel that though.
So you're
I
like,
feel that.
and then you get to know so many different types of women, and by you having women on the podcast, you're actually figuring out what you like and don't like.
Oh, I love it.
You know what I
That
mean?
is
You're
so
like,
facts.
oh, that's a red flag. I'm gonna stay away from that, or like, I really like that. You know what I mean? And that helps you find the right person. So that girl should be happy.
I mean, I'm not calling no one out, just in general. But I mean, I've definitely learned so much from doing this. Where I was like, damn, I didn't know a lot of people think the way they do until we started.
Yes.
Talking
Sometimes
about it.
it's wild to hear.
Oh, I know, because we can come on and ask the same question a month, 3 weeks in a row, whatever. Every woman gives a different opinion on it.
Facts.
Men too, but it's different.
I feel like when we meet people, we have such deep convos with them right away. So I'm like, I need to figure out who you are right now. Are you safe or not safe?
So wait. All right, real quick before we get to me, what specifically do you want her to love about you? Because you just said like as a person, that's like a whole. Like she said, ambition. What like specifically? Yeah,
That's a good question.
I said, what part of you do you want her to love?
I think how unique I am. I would want her to know and understand that like the love I give to her is like specifically for her.
Okay.
Like I'm a pretty open book. I'm friendly with everybody, but that person will get that specific part of me, and I would want her to understand that.
Okay.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
No, that would also help her accept what you do here, because then she'd be like, wow, like he doesn't talk to every girl on the podcast like he talks to me.
Yeah.
So I get
Yeah.
Makes her feel special.
Yeah.
Special.
Girls
baby.
notice that too. We can
All of
tell
you.
if you are treating us the exact same as other women. Like, I'm like, oh, that. Sometimes I've talked to a guy and they're like flirty with me, or they're saying things, or like their energy is a certain way. And then I'll like go out and I'll go talk to other guys. They go talk to other girls, totally fine. But I see how they engage, and I'm like, that's way too similar of how there's not like a line. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, that's just who you are. So then I'm like, okay, I'm not special. I'm going to not read into that and think anything of it.
Chris is looking mighty suspicious over there. Do you have a line that you give to girls?
What are you talking about right now? What? Me?
No, the other Chris
Like
in the room.
a one-liner? Like
Do you have like a group chat that you send to all the girls and you're like, okay, good morning, babe. Good morning, babe. Good morning, babe.
I mean, I should do that.
There's a way to
Give him
automate
Make it
it.
easier. It'd
give
make
him
it easier.
ideas.
I saw a TikTok that if you go into your automation settings in your iPhone, you can literally put together a group of people who you, as y'all go on your iPhones,
Where do I go?
automation settings, you put together a group of contacts. You put them all in one group, and you can set a time where you send out a good morning text at the same time every day to a bunch of people. And the guy who taught it, like on TikTok, he was like, I set it for an hour after sunrise, so it's a different time every single day, so they don't think I'm texting them at the same time every day.
I'm gonna have to come back to this because you said that really fast.
But if you were texting every time at the same time every day, it's like you had a normal schedule, so they wouldn't think anything of it.
They wouldn't. He was just overthinking, you know? I'll send you the TikTok, though.
Men are tricky.
You definitely need that.
Whoa.
Oh, how many girls are you saying good morning to? So they're not special?
First
Oh, who's on the roster?
of all, you don't even know who I'd be talking to.
I just know you got a roster.
I like how you avoiding.
Yeah. So what do you want people to know about you?
I don't know.
I want them to fight past this tough exterior. I
wanna
want
know
them
I'm
to see
just-
that
I'm
I'm
just a
really a
piece of meat.
human and that I have a heart.
I don't know what part. I just want her to be proud of the man that she's with, if that makes
I
sense.
like that.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Like,
was
don't.
great.
I hate the way you just said that. What were you about to say?
That's an important thing.
Yeah.
Because I think, too, when a woman stops being, like, proud to be with her man, that's where there's issues.
Like, I want her to brag about me in the group chat. I know
That's
they got
what
a
you
group
want.
chat. Oh,
That's what you
absolutely.
want.
Like, yo, my man just put it down last night on
That's
me.
what I
So
want.
just
too
about
from
sex?
guys.
I like my man.
them girls
yo,
gonna get
can I
jealous.
finish? Yo.
You want a my man type of girl.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like, to just be proud of. I don't know.
I think girls want that from guys, too.
Well, they're gonna lose that respect for you if they're not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one guy that I dated who was so proud of me, like proud of my comedy, proud of everything that I was doing, the podcast. And anytime we were with people, he would just brag about me. He'd be like, she's doing so well, blah, blah, showing my stuff. And I was like, wow. I've had other guys be like, yeah, she has a podcast, or yeah, she does comedy, and not as like enthusiastic. But I was like, this person loves this as much as I do.
Yeah.
And they think I'm amazing, and they like study this and they listen to it. So I value their opinion on it. So that was really cool. And I haven't forgot how that specifically made me feel. And I'm like, I never want
That's
to
a
be with
great
anyone
feeling.
that doesn't
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah.
Women say, I'm proud of you.
Oh,
I'm proud of you. Have you ever had, I have guys talk dirty to me in bed, and I've had also a boyfriend just be like, I'm so proud of you. You do so well. And I'm like, that's insane. I'm just saying.
That
hit the spot.
You should have a girl do that.
Wait,
should have a girl ride you and then be like, I'm so proud of you. Like, you're doing
Oh, I
killing
will
it.
bust so quick.
Yes,
I ain't gonna lie. I think
exactly.
I would. That'd be different.
Exactly.
Like, wait, what? I'll probably put a baby in her right then and
I
there.
would,
Nah,
I
I
would
ain't
Yeah.
too.
gonna
Shit.
lie to you.
We gonna pop out with little juniors on this podcast.
See, we got ladies. Take some notes because you gotta
That's
hype your
different.
man
I ain't gonna lie,
up.
that's
You want a
different.
man to stick around? Hype him up. Stroke his
Yo.
ego.
She riding
If
you,
if she
just
rides you,
whisper in
she's
your ear.
taking that nut.
That last episode you had, God, you were just so good.
You were just so good.
Yeah. The way
Your
you
podcast
talked,
is
you were
getting
so
millions of
confident.
views.
It was so hot. Yeah, you're doing so well. Your views are up this month.
Oh,
I've been following your analytics. I'm just so turned on.
I saw you gain 30% more women. You know, women are a great consumer base. That would get me.
Women do make more money as an audience. By
They
the way.
do.
Oh, we know.
Okay, wait. So you guys are in the public eye now. Would you date
are?
somebody? Yeah. Own
would-
it.
I
Be
would
proud of
say
yourself.
so.
Would you want to date somebody who's also in the public eye, or do you want somebody who's just like that admiring fan?
Yep.
Whoa,
Good question.
When you say fan, it don't sound right.
Not
You
fan.
have me
Not
into-
fan, but she's proud of her man.
A regular person.
A civilian.
I don't really care. Whoever's gonna provide everything we talking about,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
that can come from either. But
So
I
you wouldn't be
want-
jealous
I
if she
wouldn't
was.
want it to feel like a fangirl. If that makes sense.
or competition.
A supporter. How about that? That's probably a better
Supporter
term.
for sure.
Is that better
Yeah.
wording?
Yeah, I like
See,
that.
I feel like I've dated guys who said they liked what I did and they were proud of me, and then I feel like it made them. I'm constantly growing. Like I'm hitting new levels monthly, quarterly, annually. I'm in a completely different place. And when you're dating someone who's normal and regular, one, they don't understand this world.
That's
No.
facts.
So they're jealous that you have girls as guests, right? Or that like we're in comedy.
Yeah.
It's a male dominated industry. Podcasting is also pretty.
There will
like,
always be men
male-dominated.
around us.
There's always going to be men, yeah. So they don't understand it, or sometimes when they don't understand it, they're unable to respect it, and also they get insecure because you're constantly growing, and they have to work 3 years to get, or a year or two to get a raise at their job or a promotion. So you're getting all these constant mini wins because that's what social media is essentially, and they're in the same place, and I feel like that's where there's a lot of rifts in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
in the
know if I could
relationship.
date somebody who's not embroiled in like the entertainment industry, who's not involved, even if it's on like the sidelines, like or videographer, producer, something like that. I don't think
Yeah.
I could date somebody.
What's
Because-
up?
Damn.
Kev, I know you got a fat ass.
He does.
He's like, shucks. But yeah, I don't know if I could date somebody who doesn't understand social media and the podcast world and entertainment industry, because the ego is just always going to be the insecurity is always going to be there, and it's
Yeah.
always going to be an issue.
I'm sure that's hard to see your significant other or whatever growing and glowing up like that.
I
You
was just
kinda
in a
the
Drake
shadows.
video.
Oh, we saw.
Imagine,
saw.
imagine dating me and I'm like, hey babe, be right back. I'm gonna go shoot with Drake right now. Like that's a weird conversation. Great for my career, great for exposure. And that person will get insecure, even though there's nothing. I said hello, and that was the exchange. So there's like, it was all girls. So there's nothing to be worried about, but just, I feel like the way that guys' minds work, like,
Matter of fact, how was that meeting him?
Yeah, you
he was very nice.
You never explained it.
Really?
Yeah. We walked in and he was at the bar and way better looking. I feel like he was very attractive in person. He was big and tall, but
tall?
he like knew he had met, I guess, my two friends before, so they said hi, and I was so awkward, and I'm like, I don't like to like fangirl or do anything weird
It's
like
Drake.
that. I don't do that to anybody though.
You have to.
No, you can't.
Drake.
No.
He's probably used to it.
And yeah, so I'm like, I just don't want to be that person. And so my friend's like, go say hi. And I was like, hey, I think I looked at him and I was like, sup? I'm dead ass. I think I looked at Drake. He's like, how are you? I'm like, hey.
Sup?
I like gave him like a head nod. And I'm like, you're an idiot, Jamie. Like, what was that? And then I'm like,
giving off bro vibes.
yeah,
Like,
hey, dude.
How you doing?
Nice sneakers. I get very uncomfortable with men in that situation. So I was just like,
But you mean like men of that caliber?
no, just men in general. But then also add like that factor. And I'm like, there's so many girls who are like, oh my God, hi.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? We went to his after party after.
oh, I heard
like-
you say that on the podcast. Like there was like 3 guys to like 100 women.
Yeah,
There
it
was
kind of
something like-
sucked.
It was
Really?
Yeah, it was all women.
Because not enough guys.
The bar was an open bar, but you couldn't get a drink, like because there were so many girls trying to get drinks. So it was
Great
just,
music though. He's a
Nobody
great
wanted to
DJ.
dance.
No one was dancing. We were the only ones, and we got yelled at. We got yelled at by his friends like 3 times because we were doing splits and going ham, and they're like, "Ladies, chill," and we're like, "Okay,
Oh, I
fine.
should
We'll
have been
just
at this party.
we'll just
You
stand there."
Would have been dancing.
And you said the music was good?
Yeah, the music was good. He's a good DJ. He picks good songs. So we were having a blast.
Didn't one of your friends like tip the bartender so they could?
Wow, you did your research.
Wow.
I watch your podcast. Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I love
Why
it.
would I
We have a
not?
fan.
We're proud of you.
I support.
Oh, are our
talking, I love
downloads
it.
doing good?
No, I think Mac, we always do that. Like, I don't want to wait in line. I would go up to a bouncer and be like, $50, we skip this whole line right now. What do I got to do? And they're usually like, yeah. And I'm like, that was easy. I just saved 45 minutes. And so she went to the bar and she was like, I think she gave her like $100 and she was like, just
Yep.
take care of me all night. And so anytime we want a drink, she'd go up to the bar and get a drink immediately. That's how you do it.
Smart.
Take care of your servers, tip your servers, always tip more. You never know what somebody's going through either. And that
So
could really
true.
save a person.
Tip your bartender.
And
today.
when you give like that, it comes back to you. I
It really
promise.
does.
And tip your OnlyFans girls.
Yeah. tip
Subscribe.
me.
Tip your OnlyFans
Shout out,
boys
Chris.
too.
So we can pay for our podcast.
OnlyFans coming soon. We said it last episode too. We gonna drop OnlyFans.
You should.
Separate though, separate,
OnlyFans TV.
Separate? No, you should
No,
do
do it.
together.
Why?
Why would we do it together?
I want to see it.
See what?
What?
I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie to you. If we create an OnlyFans, I might open up my Snapchat vault.
I'm gonna do this podcast.
How
with my
much would
shirt
you
off.
sell a dick pic for?
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. I'm
wouldn't?
talking about like sex videos that I got.
Sex video. So you wouldn't post a dick pic, but you'd post a porno.
I wouldn't even know how to take one.
I don't
So
believe
you
you.
gonna show
What's
your
the
whole
angle?
body.
What's the light? Like, do I just picture me just soft? Do I picture?
No, hard. Have
It's
you ever
different.
sent? Have
You
you
say
ever sent a
soft?
video to a girl of you
I mean,
jerking
like,
off?
If you hung like that, you can take one.
You know,
soft,
girls don't
like-
want dick pics. They want videos of you jerking off saying their name.
So true. So true.
I've done the nut
They
video
want you
before.
moaning
That's
with the cum
hottest
shot.
thing. They're like, Jamie. And I'm like, yeah.
You know how you always be finding out about me?
Oh my God! Stop. Oh,
What?
Stop, bro. No,
What?
who are you?
I
feel
need
like
to
you're
hear
about
this.
To say some out of pocket.
Cat.
Say
shit.
it.
Oh
Say
my
the
God.
out of pocket stuff. I'm ready.
Who are you?
Listen,
Do you send dick
What?
pics, Kaz?
it's water, bro. It's water. I don't send dick pics anymore.
No way.
Anymore?
Oh yeah, I was doing the videos.
I only do it if I'm in a
jerking off.
relationship.
I did the nut videos.
Yeah,
That
that's
came
the
out-
best.
Yes.
That's the best.
You hit a little moan too.
Do you
It's
use
my
like the
past
oil
life.
Yeah,
and
the
all that
moans,
shit?
the sounds, everything.
Yeah.
You have to
Yes.
use oil, slick yourself up, get the cum shot with
See,
you
always gotta
moaning.
get the cum shot.
Yes,
Cum shot.
the cum shot.
That's how you do
I
it.
put a little emphasis on the moan too. You know, I get a little entertainment.
Are you dead ass?
I'm dead
He
ass.
said.
This was before. It's not in this house. Not in this house.
Do you
This-
dirty talk while you jerk off?
No, I don't do it because it's kind of weird.
No, it's
Air
not
right now.
weird. It's not weird.
No,
at
you
all.
should try that.
What?
You sound like jerking off.
I send the whole nut.
Why is he hiding the mic like you're not saying it on the podcast? He's like, I'm
I send the
embarrassed.
whole nut.
I'm debating whether or not we should post this.
This is a great clip.
This is awesome.
You like this, like.
I stand
Well,
over the
that's all-
phone, but you know, hide my face a little bit, of course.
Oh,
Why you put your
okay.
hand out like that? You
But
do
you know,
that too?
I get the look.
Oh,
You do it too, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
He definitely do it because he do long distance. He got it.
yes. That's why I've only been in long distance relationships, so that's when it comes in clutch. If you're a random
you
guy
gotta
I'm
keep it
talking
spicy.
to, I'm like, but long distance, absolutely.
You gotta keep it spicy.
Yeah.
You really do.
I show a little body. I'll get the face.
But you
He
have
turns around and shows the booty. He's like,
Oh, no booty, no booty, no booty, no
you
booty.
spread the cheeks.
The first time I ever showed my ass was on your podcast.
oh.
And you had a nice one.
I wait, hold on. You got to get into details now about it.
He's horny.
This
Talk
is
dirty to us.
crazy.
Yeah,
Why are you
please.
so-
Actually,
why
get
are you
into
so shocked?
details. Well, you know what? Meanwhile, send us the video. Let us just
Just play it right now.
Yo, airdrop on.
Yeah. Wait, no, I will.
Send it to the neighbors. I don't know what detail you need.
He wants to know the size,
Were you? No, I did not say that.
how big it is,
say
the
that.
girth,
Whoa.
whether or not you
gotta
shave
put it
your
on
balls.
like a windowsill where like the sun is hitting you
That's what I'm saying,
and it like reflects off of you and your dick, and then you
golden
look at
hour.
it and you jerk off and you talk dirty to them and you say, "I'm so proud of you,"
There we go. Get a tripod and a ring light.
and then
is
she'll
very
love you
extreme.
forever. I
Listen,
promise.
this is not a whole production, all right? There's no ring light involved.
It needs
No,
to
that's
be.
why you have the sunlight from the window. Duh, easy.
I think I'd just be waking up during the day.
I mean, at this point, yeah.
Listen, if he wanted
At
to,
this
he
point-
will.
Oh, no, this on the
So
late
this
night.
is how you make your money, huh?
Hey, in this economy, it's hard out
Yeah, in this economy.
I think you already have an OnlyFans.
here.
Do you think it's harder to get girls now than it is like 5+ years ago?
Well,
It's easier?
Well, it's different because
Than when like Tinder first came out?
I've never. Well, I was on Tinder like years ago, but didn't really have good success on it.
Really?
5 years ago, I was 21, so I didn't really know everything. Still don't know everything, but and then on top of that, like we've surrounded ourselves with more women. We've learned more about women, so
That's true.
Naturally, it just got easier.
Getting older too. I feel like men start to get into their prime after 28.
Why do you say that?
Have you
Have you
then
seen-
you become a man? I don't know.
Have you seen George Clooney? He's 65 and he's in his prime.
What is it? Idris
you
Elba?
gotta- like-
Idris Elba? Is that his name?
Oh,
But like, get into details. Like, why 28?
I think that men are unable to commit. Men are unable to commit until they're financially secure and they know who they are and they're at that point in their life. So you may have a girlfriend and commit, but she won't be the one until you feel like you're at that point where you can have the one. And so men will keep women as placeholders until they hit that, I don't know, ripe age of like 35. They're making good money. They have their own place. They're kind of consistent in their life. They have like their stuff together and they're like, okay, now I'm ready for this. And when you're younger, you're like,
That's
I don't
spot
really
on.
know who I am.
that is. You're like spot on.
Yeah.
That's exactly my thought process.
Yeah. And I think I think that's why it's dumb to date when you're younger I think as a woman. I think when girls date guys when they're younger and they get married, that's why those relationships end. Especially if you have a man who is trying to be somebody or something, right? Like he's dedicated and he has a goal, like maybe he wants to own a company or he wants to be in a movie or he wants to have a successful podcast. That man isn't used to the attention when he meets you of being famous or being somebody or having resources and money. And so I see often in entertainment, guys will be dating women who got with them before they got famous. They got famous and now women are flooding their DMs. They're getting all the attention that they wanted to. They have the money, they have the power, they have the status. And that's when things get a little tricky.
Yep.
Because they're like, well, now I'm that man I want to be and I'm ready to be Playboy, but I'm committed because I settled when I was younger.
did you ever watch Selling Sunset? It was like a viral reality show about selling houses in California. One of the girls, Chriselle, she was dating somebody who blew up out of the blue off a movie. They divorced 2 years later. And I can guarantee you it's because of that exact reason. He was not ready to settle down, but he was like, okay, I guess, I'll make this work. He blew up. He got famous. People are hitting him up. He's like, you know what? I think it's time for me to be my Playboy self. And
Yeah.
she was with him for like 10 plus years.
Damn.
Yeah.
And he was like a famous actor or something, right?
Yeah, he just got big.
I can relate to that.
How did you figure that out?
I think
Because you're speaking like from a man's perspective, like a man,
Yeah.
like if he starts to make more money, he becomes more confident. So how did you it's almost like you put yourself in a man's shoes. How did you know that?
I think I do that all the time. I love
Oh.
understanding people, and how can you be successful in a relationship as a woman if you don't understand men? So I read this book.
That's tough.
That's
tough.
I read this book. I was so upset of like why weren't relationships working out. And I think I had to start looking at myself and how I reacted in situations and like the things that I wanted, are my expectations making sense? Like, why is there this disconnect? Like, I'm a good person and this isn't working. Here's a really good example. So, or like even just like how to get what I learned from this book. If you want a man to do something, a lot of women are like, babe, why didn't you fix the fridge? Like the door is broken on the fridge. Please fix the fridge. And you keep asking and the guy doesn't do it. Then you ask again and the guy should probably do it. Like you don't know how to do it. Otherwise you're going to have to pay for somebody else to do it. But it becomes like a job and now you're nagging and he's like, I don't want to do it. You know? So say you invite your friend over and her boyfriend, and in front of your man, you look at her boyfriend and you're like, hey, do you mind taking a look at the fridge door? It's been broken for like a couple months. Like the man will immediately get up and be like, nah, I got it. Don't worry. Tell like the guest to sit down and he's going to take care of the door handle. It's just a different way to get a man to respond. Same. It's the response you want, just a different approach. And you have to know how men think to be able to get that.
You definitely think different.
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah.
Really?
I'm shocked right now.
Really?
Well, I mean, I'm not shocked. I could definitely tell you're different, but I didn't know how much different you were than most
Wow. I'm
women.
not like other girls.
No, I'm just
But
saying,
no,
like,
I
we're
could
not used to
definitely
hearing
tell.
women speak like that.
And I think my period of celibacy, I was like celibate for 3 months. I hooked up with like one person and then I went celibate for 8 month. So it was like a long time without having sex. And I was not used to that.
You
And
mentioned this last time we
I
did
did.
the podcast.
But I got to see like men and how they move. And I saw other girls and I was like, that's me. Like they're reacting the way that I would have reacted and it's not getting the output that they want. Like they will never win in that situation. And so I was like, girl, you got to change your behavior. You know, like you have to start, if you want this, like you have to start being understanding of how men feel. It's not that it's wrong. It's just there's a disconnect between men and women understanding each other.
What's one thing you wish you understood better about men?
Here's what I don't understand. And this is the issue I have still come across. And I try to figure out how I play a role in this. And then sometimes like it just sucks and this is what happens. But there will be men who will give you all these false promises, tell you everything you want to hear, but it seems genuine. Like it's very, sometimes like I can read people and it's hard to read if they're like genuine or not. And they will go through like a 2-year relationship or something. And I don't know, in my experience, when I've been in those situations, I'm like, I know I'm giving you something you've never had before. I know I'm making you feel seen. I know I'm like, I understand how men think, so I know how to make you feel like a man. And that still like is causing you to self-sabotage. I think it's self-sabotaging essentially, but yeah, I just don't understand why guys will fumble the bag when like it makes sense that it's like, right. You know?
And you were
I
talking
think-
about
I don't
how
understand.
you know how to
Because-
make him feel like a man, but you were like confused about something.
I don't know what caused the disconnect, I guess.
I think it's because what you said before is like they like having you around, they like it there, but they know like they're not complete in themselves yet. Like maybe they're not good financially, so they can't really fulfill that dream for you.
Yeah.
That's
So,
with
like,
all men.
But I
of
don't
all
understand.
ages?
I don't understand why men can't, like women are fully ready to grow with a man. Whereas men
not
are
all of
less,
them.
not
Not all
all women, but there are a lot of good women who are willing to grow and pour into their man, and like their man just can't see past their own insecurities and whatever's going on to grow with them. Like it's, men feel like they have to be ready. I have to have all this stuff. It's logical. I have this plan. It's a straight line. Here's my 5-year plan, and that was when I'll be ready.
But that's our nature. It's
Yeah.
hard for us to kind of wing it and be like, I'm gonna grow with this woman, not knowing what our finances are gonna look like in 5 or 10 years.
So why aren't you working towards a goal?
I'm saying like a lot of men are in the process of working towards that, but it's hard to make that commitment to a woman knowing we're not like fully there yet.
But if you
Is there
do make that
fear?
commitment,
But what behind it makes you not able to commit? Is it fear of not knowing what will happen and not being
Fear of
able
not
to
knowing.
provide and support?
I think the biggest thing is fear of not knowing if you'll be able to fully provide. Knowing you may have other options where they can provide, but you still like working to get to that point where you can provide.
Okay, so what if you are?
Why do you have to do that alone?
But a lot of men don't understand that. That's
His
what I'm
answer is
saying.
different than mine. Go ahead.
Why a lot of men are like that?
Yeah.
But what if you are committing? So you are committed to that girl, but then you're not actually building something with her. You're still thinking like, oh, I still have to do this. And you're not like, how can we do this together? You're not building that partnership. Why do you do that if you know that you have to go solo?
I don't think it's solo. Maybe it's two different type of men right here, but I know for like, all right, for me, maybe the type of men that are like me, I'm very ambitious. I'm not where I want to be at right now. And I can only get the type of women that I could get right now. I can always get a better woman when I finally get to a certain point. So
clarify what makes a woman you can get now
just
versus
everything,
a better woman in the future.
All around, more supportive, more like...
You might have more options.
Yeah,
Usually,
like,
though, you attract what you put out there. So it's how you feel about yourself.
it's just your options, especially speaking as a man. Like, yeah, we're growing, so my options are getting better in all aspects. A more supportive woman, a better looking women. Like, this is what I could get right now. This is the best option.
It was like
But-
your sunset.
I think women are like that, too.
I know...
Wait, what?
Like think of like NBA players. Like a lot of them that had like their high school sweetheart, their college girl, they dropped them as soon as they get into the NBA. Better looking women, more supportive.
But you know what's so
It's-
honorable and beautiful when you see the one who stays with his high school sweetheart and doesn't let the fame and like the random girls who don't mean anything get in the way. Like that.
is.
I'm
It's
like,
not
that's
common.
a man right there. Like that man supports and loves his women and
Why you roll
is
your
choosing
eyes?
his
What?
woman.
You're so sassy.
I think
How? I'm just speaking facts.
Obviously, she's speaking about to her.
Okay.
Duh. It's her opinion.
Well, no, because she's saying like that's a man, like that's a bona fide like definition of a man.
no, it's more so like
It's just rare.
it's rare because it takes a level of discipline and self-respect and honor and deep love to make the choice to choose somebody and stay with them through everything despite distractions.
Especially all those distractions.
And there's a lot of distractions. And so I think I've had guys look at me and they're like, the social media or what I do and I go out and I'm around men for work, think that I'm going to get blinded by the distractions. And I'm like, because you know you're not there and you're not honorable and you don't have discipline and you don't have self-respect, you assume I also don't. But there's something like awesome about somebody who can choose that. And it is rare, but I think that's because people don't know who they are, you know? But I think that it's beautiful finding out who you are with people.
All right. If you had to lose 2 inches of dick to gain 6 inches of height, would you do it?
I'm good with my height. I'm good.
You're like, I know you have questions.
These are the
Are
questions.
you sure you want that?
Oh,
I'm gonna keep the long dick.
You're going to keep the long dick?
Keep the long dick.
Interesting.
oh my God.
Listen, these nut videos selling right now.
Oh,
Can't mess
No,
that up.
those
You gotta get on
I would buy
OnlyFans.
one of those on OnlyFans. If a guy had a page of just those, I would pay for it. And if you have one, DM me the link.
the
'Cause
first guy I subscribed to, literally, that was his entire page of OnlyFans.
We got the
was
spring discount
nut
coming
videos.
out. I got you. Spring sale.
Oh,
Listen,
I'm
I
gonna send you
hope I
discount
get the friend free link, the free trial link.
Boom. Yeah, you
I got you.
I'll let you know. I'll give you some tips on how to run your page. It's market research.
Feedback is appreciated.
moan louder.
Yo, I was not expecting that question. Oh my God.
You know what's
That was
crazy
good.
though? Imagine a guy's like 5'4" though.
He might lose 2 inches of dick and gain. He'd be
But then
5'10".
he's still 5'10".
Yeah, that's tragic, bro. Like,
5'10's not bad. How tall are you?
6 foot.
how tall did you think he was? Oh, her face. How tall did you think he was?
You get
I don't know.
5'11".
Did you think he was 6 foot?
No, I thought like 5'11. I would think 5'11.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Emily,
Maybe it's because I was just
5'11".
too focused on the booty.
Yeah,
I didn't look up. I didn't look up. I was like, I think he's tall.
Bro,
I like my height.
I think you
I'm good.
I think
How
you
tall
might
are
No,
be
I think you both
5'11".
have a good height.
I think you might be 5'11".
I'm cool with 5'11", to be honest.
Okay.
It don't bother me.
Yeah.
Because the last girl we had on,
Well, she
I'm
was-
5'2",
The last girl
so
we had on-
everyone's taller than me.
Last girl we had on, she was probably like 6'1", to be honest.
Could you date a girl who's taller than you?
Hell no. If we go out and she put heels on too, you got 4 inches on me now.
You don't want to look up at
We
her?
have a friend
Hell
who's like,
no.
is she 6'2"?
I think so.
I think she's 6'2". Our friend's 6'2", and she's like big booty. Like her man is 5'4".
My height. Yeah.
damn,
5'4", and he's a
That boy
small
ain't
dude,
been
and
like
he
this.
walks next to her.
damn near his face is already there at the pussy.
It's right at the vagina. He just walks
right
up and
there.
goes.
That's so true.
Ain't even got a
That's
squat.
honestly easy access.
It's like
imagine.
Shaquille O'Neal's wife, who's 4'11". Her head is right at the.
I couldn't imagine.
Perfect.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to go out with my girl. She's like 4 inches taller than me.
But what if it was
I
Bella
like a tall
Hadid?
man.
Huh?
What if it was Bella Hadid?
I don't know what she looks like.
Yeah.
I believe you. I believe you.
Beautiful women.
She look like she tastes.
Because a lot of guys like the tall,
Honest with
skinny
you.
model, like European beauty standard.
I really, honestly, I don't really care too much about height as long as it's not like way taller than me.
I like feeling someone's like way bigger than me, and I'm like, oh my god, you're
Yeah,
so
bro.
big.
How tall are you?
Yeah.
5'3"?
I'm 5'2".
Yeah, so
I feel
usually-
like people think
usually-
I'm taller
I don't
because of my
think you meet many
personality.
men that are 5'2", so you're good.
No, we go to Dirty Rabbit all the time, and Emily and
Oh,
I
the
were
short-
like the
the short
tallest
Miami
people.
guys?
And I'm like, damn. But we went the other night for spring break, and there was a lot of tall people.
I loved it.
And I was so upset because we were with guys, and I was like, I can't run away and look
See,
at the tall men. But
what I
want
do
to.
is I take a lap. I just walk around the club and I see all the tall men. And I had a lot of men with Yankees hats come up to me, and I was like, "Don't talk to me."
All right. How long would you have to date somebody to give them the key to your place?
Like years, at least a year and a half. Unless it's like, oh, I'm gonna come by, I'm gonna drop something off, and then I'll leave. But I don't know if I would trust somebody. There's so much equipment in our house, but you never know.
Year and a half?
No, if I'm choosing to date you, like I'm already in. Like I'm not gonna choose to date you if I'm not seeing that.
Oh, they already got the key.
No, but like
Jamie,
I don't know. I would say I don't know if I've ever given somebody a key.
I
But
haven't either.
if it makes things easier, I'm all about convenience. So if I'm like, especially if I'm tired, I'm working, I used to like bartend and work late nights. If they were going to come over, I'd much prefer they have a key than me having to go downstairs, let them in, do that whole thing.
Oh, we saw your process.
Yeah, at my
can
place.
understand that.
Yeah, I'm like, just let's make a copy of this. Like, I'm not dealing with that. I've thought about giving my friends keys because I don't want to let them in.
What about me?
How long you got to date somebody for them to have the key?
Ooh, they ain't never getting that key.
I'm with you.
Never.
Ever.
And you
sounds
guys
like
said you
you're-
were lover
Is it
Is it
boys.
because y'all are sketchy?
I'm scared that.
I would be like, wait, why don't you want me to have a key?
why you need a
Because you don't
key?
need a key. I'll let you in.
Why would you need a key?
That's true. If it's not an issue and you let me in, but if there's like a situation, and if I like, it would be easier to have a key, and then you're like, no key. I'm like, and I was in a relationship, even if it was like a year and a half, let's say, and you're like, no, you can't have a key. I would reconsider the relationship.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not
Red
getting
flag.
the key.
No.
That's my place.
Why? Are you
It's
gonna
my
have
key,
girls?
It's my place.
No, it's less about like.
Oh.
You have girls at your place?
I want to understand your
Why you
reasoning.
assuming to that?
Why do you
Why
not
you
give
go
me your
straight to
key?
that?
Why
Because-
can I not have your key?
So if
Why do
you
you
think
need
I have
one?
girls, that means if I give you the key, you're just gonna be walking up in here
Yeah,
trying
exactly.
to catch me.
Unannounced.
No, I would never
is
do
that.
that. I'm a very
No.
trustworthy
Me
person.
too. So you don't need the key.
Trust is the foundation of a relationship.
Exactly.
So what if you
So
wanted
give me
the
your
key
key.
and your
So
girl?
you don't need the key.
So
Exactly.
trust me with your key.
Okay, would you want your girl's key though?
No.
No.
Just let me in.
What's
when
your
I'm
longest
coming.
relationship?
Just put the
Don't
key
worry
underneath
about
the
it.
mat.
What's your
I'll-
longest relationship?
2 months.
Don't worry about it.
Ooh, she coming at you now.
What's your longest relationship?
Before I answer this, I don't need her key because I would just be like, baby, I'm coming over. Could you unlock the door?
I'll leave the key underneath the mat.
For real. I don't need to come bombard the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had a boyfriend leave the key under the mat. I didn't have his key, but like I knew
I'll do
where
that.
his
Yeah.
spare key was if I wanted to show
But you ain't
up.
gonna have the key and just come here whenever, just be going through my stuff.
No, but one time it was his
No.
birthday, and I knew where his key was, and I didn't tell him I was going to his place, and I decorated his whole house. There's pluses to having a key.
Okay, I'll give you the key if you want to decorate the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do your thing.
So can I have your key?
I was about to say, what
You
about
got a 2-hour
surprises?
block.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, I'm gonna say you're not gonna have it the whole time.
You have a disappearing key that just disappears after 2 hours.
Because girls get curious. You're gonna come in here one day and then just
See, I've actually had men be more curious and rummage
I'm
through
like,
my
are you gonna
shit.
smell my underwear? Like weirdo. I'm like, don't come in my house.
I don't.
Have
do
you
that
ever
shit.
smelled someone's underwear?
Hell no.
No.
I
Have
kind of, have I?
I don't think that's something somebody would admit either way. So
My ex has.
I'm not an underwear smeller.
No.
I'm sorry.
Okay, what about if you eat a girl out? Do you like the smell of her on your face after?
To be honest, nah.
Interesting.
I like eating her out, but I don't really like get off from the smell of it.
My ex used to text me and he'd be like, I can still smell you on me.
You should call.
Because I
I feel
will.
like
Do you want to connect it?
Yeah, you want me to call him right now? I actually prank called him on a podcast we did a couple months ago.
oh, we did on the
Do you
Danza
wanna call him?
project.
I'll call him right now.
You want to call him?
Yeah.
We prank called him and said like
we?
someone's car broke down and we needed him to pick us up and stuff. And we had
He was actually really sweet. He was like, do you need me to call the cops? Like, where are you? Are you okay? He had no clue who it was. So,
You want to call him?
Wait, should we
that
call
was
my
fun.
mom? Are you ready, Chris?
You ready?
I'm kind of nervous, but I.
Wait, make sure you point the mic at your face.
Wait. Shh.
I don't know if she'll
Just
answer.
call him.
But
Just
I'll
call
give
him.
it a try. Hope she don't answer.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
is this?
Yes.
Oh, hey. This is Chris. I don't know if you remember me. We met at the other night.
The other night?
Yes, the other night.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember you. I'm the tall, light-skinned guy. You told me I was handsome.
Huh?
I'm the tall, light-skinned guy. You told me I was handsome.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what you told me. You came up, you said you like how my beard connects. I'm very handsome, how I held eye contact with you. I remember you, cannot forget.
Damn.
Yeah. How are you? How's your
What do
night
you-
going?
Good.
It's good?
Yeah. Did you hear?
What'd you say?
You woke me up.
Oh, I woke you up. Damn.
Yeah, man.
What are you getting, your beauty sleep right now?
Yeah, I was just. Today's been one of those days.
It's one of those days. What happened?
Nothing.
Nah, what
Back to my
happened?
point. Nothing.
I just want
Nothing
to
happened.
talk to you because you just crossed my mind today, and I was like, man, let me hit this girl up. I gotta hit this girl up.
So what are you doing?
What am I doing? Thinking about you. I'm trying to come over and, to be honest, blow your back out.
No, you can't do that.
Not tonight.
Nope.
All right. So when? Let's schedule a date. Me and you.
What? Okay.
So when's the next time you going to? And
I don't know. You'll give me. Oh,
What happened?
you'll give me a reason. I said you'll give me a reason to go to.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. And then how about afterwards? You call me back at your crib.
Stop it.
What happened?
I said stop.
Are you sure? You sure you want me
Yeah,
to?
pause. Yeah, I do.
Is that what you're gonna say when I'm hitting it from the back? Stop it, Daddy. Stop it. No, I'm just kidding. Keep going.
Can't wait.
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing.
So you let me know.
All right.
You the boss. You tell me what to do.
That's right.
You tell
Remember
me-
that. That's right. I am the boss.
You are the boss. Can I call you Mama?
Come on. Listen, you just woke me up. You're too fast right now. My head's spinning.
You said your husband?
No, I said my head's spinning.
Oh, your head is spinning. My head is spinning too.
Listen,
Yep.
you got my number. Call me.
Oh, I
All right.
will. I'll call you in the morning.
All right,
I'll
call
send
me in
you.
the morning.
Okay. You have a good night.
All right, honey.
Good night, beautiful.
Bye, honey.
Ah.
She liked that.
I was like,
You hit her with that Riz, Chris.
he was into that.
He was like, maybe I
Literally
can
your
call
mom?
you mommy.
That's my mom.
Is she single?
Yeah.
No.
Can we switch?
No. Because I didn't think I thought she I don't know.
But no, she's single, I think.
I'm like, she was feeling that. I'm like, whoa.
She was
Here's the
like
thing.
tall, light skinned.
I don't know what you were pulling, but everything you said is things that my mom likes. So she always calls everyone handsome because she forgets people's names. So she'd be like, hey, handsome. So when you said, call me handsome, it made me laugh because she just like forgets people's names. So she calls everybody handsome. And then you said something else.
I really only said that because
That
women
was
call me
good,
handsome.
Chris.
There was
That's like the first thing.
something
They're like, you're
else.
so handsome. So that's why.
There was something else too, and it was like, you're the boss. My mom got a street sign made. So we live on a corner of two streets, and she made a street sign that says and put it in our yard so that everyone who drives by knows it's her way or the highway. So when you were like,
Yes,
you're
you
the
are. You see this, you are the boss.
so when you were like, you're the boss,
She liked that.
she liked that.
was very
I
much
was
into
like,
that.
oh no,
We
he's
need to-
hitting all my mom's buzzwords.
You know how we tried to how we speak earlier about putting ourselves in the opposite gender shoes? That's immediately what I was thinking about when I was in the call.
You were like, how can I make her want
He
me?
was too good at that. I was like, is this
For
how
real.
you're smooth?
That was good.
Like-
Okay, Chris. I
For
see
real,
how
you
you
be
get the
asking me,
bitches.
You got
man.
game.
Don't ask me no more.
She was into that.
I was like, oh no.
Yeah, we gonna do
And
that
so much to
more.
get dirty. I thought my mom's dirty. I thought she was supposed to start dirty talking you and getting into
For
it. And I was
real.
like,
Your
no,
mama
this is
freak.
not. Yeah. Where do you think I got it from?
I could
everything.
tell the type of woman she was.
I want to meet her in person.
You were going in.
You don't.
She said, "Stop it."
She
I
She said, don't stop, baby.
Chico wow wow.
Next time, I need more details. Next time we do.
I got you. Should we end off on something we learned today?
Oh, like we did last time.
Boys,
Let's go for it.
Gentlemen.
Nothing crazy, but I learned that Chris got some game.
No.
That's a good one. I like that. I like
What you
that.
trying to say? I didn't have game before.
I never hear you speak to women.
Okay, but what about us?
If you think about
You
it,
spit that.
I
You
watch
spit
from
that.
a distance, but
That's
I never.
true.
That was like-
you
No,
spit
you
that
did
to
that.
my
was just-
mom. We
I
have a new
see why
bond
you
now.
close. I see why you close, and I respect it.
I close
I think
anywhere.
so.
Let's not get into
Don't
that.
ask me
Let's
any
not
more
get into
advice. You
He's
got
like,
it.
I'm light skinned. I got the look.
I mean, I learned from you. This
got
man,
it.
no.
You got it.
If
You
we gonna
got
be
it.
honest, and I give it where it's due, like
Okay.
this man,
I'm giving credit too.
as far as his
Okay.
game, wordplay, it's this man for real. He's really good at it.
Okay, but did you learn that from this podcast? What did you learn?
Yeah, you dodged the question.
No, I wasn't.
He just supporting his boy.
No, thank you for real. I'm gonna give you
Thank
credit,
you,
and
thank you.
I give you credit all
I'm
the time
giving you
for
credit
that.
too. I'm giving you credit too.
Damn, what did I learn? Not really learn, but reinforced what I already thought.
That we're amazing. I know.
How did you know? Really? Just like I've learned how women like personify men, and then women want to be personified as well. So they don't really like to be objectified, and then it kind of like doubled down when I heard you say you want to be appreciated for your ambition, like your hard work, like you want to see as like a person. And I'm like, okay, I'm on the right track of how I'm viewing women. Believe it or not, like in the past like 3 to 4 months, I've changed my view on women.
Since we talked?
That's about the time.
we had a
That's like 3 months.
Chris has changed.
That's like 3 months.
The therapy worked.
session.
You know what? Yeah, it's because
The
of
therapy
Gene and Emily.
worked.
With the
Okay.
time.
Okay.
What did y'all
would-
learn?
I was gonna say that he has game. Like
Oh
I
my
was,
God,
I literally was
Shocked.
like, I heard you talk to my mom, and I was like, damn, would I fall for this?
She said, "You woke me up."
I know. I was like, wait, am I talking on the phone right now? What's happening? This is hitting way too close to home.
Go ahead.
Y'all promoting anything?
Oh, our podcast.
Or promote it.
Follow Two Girls
We about
One
to wrap it
Blunt
up.
on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter,
Better wrap it up.
Yeah.
TikTok, everywhere.
We're a stand-up comedy podcast. We're number 4 in stand-up comedy. We get OnlyFans creators, porn stars, comedians, influencers, other podcasters. We talk about life, dating, sex, mental health. You know, we bring you in with the ass and the titties and the crazy talk, and then we teach you something along the way. That's our goal.
Yep.
And we're here to show people that, you know, life is a journey.
You know what? Comedy, sex, redheads and weed. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's all you need.
And you can find me at Jamie Lee, at the Jamie Lee Show. JAIME.
With your 5 Instagram pages.
Yeah, I just got my comedy page back for my birthday, which was really exciting. That was my original Instagram
Happy
account.
belated.
Thank you.
You can find me at Loud Emily and at Emily Chestnut on OnlyFans.
Okay.
For real, these two are really amazing women. For real, honestly, really.
And we appreciate you guys. Thank you for having us on again.
We appreciate y'all for real. Like, we were excited to set this up the second time. Like,
I was excited too.
I was telling Chris the other day too, like, usually when we do an episode with someone, we don't really talk to them afterwards for the most part. Like, we'll drop their episode and we'll talk a little bit that week with the clips and everything. But for the most part, like, it's kind of like, you know, everybody goes their separate way.
No,
after
our
that,
group chat
so-
is wild.
Oh, it is. Oh, I know.
It is.
We like building relationships with people. We don't like the surface level stuff.
We're not trying to
I'm
do a
like-
one night stand podcast. This is for life.
Exactly.
You're not
Yeah.
friends, you're family. You understand me?
For lifers.
Yeah.
Local 109 for life, baby.
I was gonna say that.
Shooter's gotta shoot. Shooter's
But
gotta
I
shoot.
mean, I don't promote our podcast as good as y'all, but I'm gonna try my best because, you know, this is the Canivibewithyall podcast where we
Yes.
talk about life, dating, relationships, different perspectives from men and women, Miami lifestyle, drinking,
Booty holes.
booty holes, booty
anuses.
All that.
nut videos, moaning, sex. We talk to moms, we talk to MILFs on here.
Yes, we do.
We'll call the
Yeah.
dads up too. We play games. We do it all. We have shot o'clock. Kevin in the background with his background noise going
with
crazy.
his fat
Devin in the
booty.
background too going crazy.
Yeah.
It's a whole production. You know, we get into it. Gang. You can follow us everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google
Yup.
Podcasts,
Yup.
Stitcher, OnlyFans, baby. All that good stuff.
That's what I'm talking
And
about.
leave them a 5-star written review.
Yeah. We love you guys.